Okay, so now what we're doing is we're entering the lower level of the Litz building.
Thank you.
Thank you. So here's another example of a building that's taken advantage of its lower level, having a transit connection. There's retail down here. A lot of people course through here during the day and evening. You get a market here, donut places, and the usual things, some places to eat.
This feels a lot different to that area around City Hall.
Yeah. You know, fresh fruit market, pizzeria.
And when in these different plans you're talking about bringing life back to some areas, this is the sort of thing you're talking about. You're not talking about necessarily high-end kind of things, just stuff that everybody uses.
Yeah, this kind of stuff is great. And if you look at the retail in the Penn Center end of the concourse, you know, you've got my dry cleaners down there, shoe repairers down there. This is sort of daily stuff that you need. It's all there, and then you get into this this is the end of the road for us. This is this lovely atrium in the Litz building, which is, you know, it's great. They put a piano player out here. It's perfectly nice, and this is a great example of how to connect with the outside world by having light and escalators, so you know how to get out. And you can see that it's, you know, not everybody's staying down here. They're going back up to wherever they're going.
And from the outside, do you know that this is down here?
Well, let's go finish the rest of the way.
Okay.
Retailing around here. This daycare center's been here a long time. They actually operate on both sides of this concourse, and I guess they occasionally have to move the kids from one side to the other. So I'm not totally sure how they work. But if you have a child that needs daycare and you work in this area and you come up through this transit hub, here you are. Go away, this is great. And then the center of delivery at the 7th and Market. And here we are, 7th and Market.
Here we are, 7th and Market.
And this is as far as it goes. So, that's 11 blocks, maybe almost in a straight line, kind of little wiggles a little bit, but basically 11 blocks in this direction, and at Broad Street you can go 4 more blocks in that direction, and probably 1 or 2 more blocks in the north direction. That's a huge, extensive underground network.
And
as you saw, with a few exceptions, pretty friendly, pretty lively, you know, perfectly okay.
And just to review, the key things that you want to make better?
Get as many connections to the street as we can, bring light down into the concourse wherever we can. Those are important so that people understand the connection to the street, understand where they can come up and that it's okay to do it. To the extent that it's possible, encourage buildings that have basement connections, which most of them do. If we can improve foot traffic, we can also improve lower level retailing, which we'd want to do. And then to make the passageways where we can't do anything with retail or office, like the subway passages, to make them as good looking and as well lit and safe feeling as possible.
And the key players here are the city and some city agencies,
right?
SEPTA,
right?
And the Center City District.
Center City District is certainly in the mix. They have an interest in all this. And, you know, I think if you ask them, they would say we'd like to get as much life on the street as possible. And so would we. But we don't want to deny all of this either. This is a powerful asset. So we have the combined task of making it better at the same time we're pushing more life out onto the street.
Okay.
We have to do both.